And Canada's Prime Minister is in Washington today, where he'll have a sit-down with President Trump. The two leaders have been fighting it out over tariffs and Trump's push to make Canada the 51st state. Nancy Cordes has more on Mark Carney's first visit to the White House and joins us now. Nancy, good morning to you. You know, you could argue that the Canadian Prime Minister is in office because of his vocal resistance to President Trump when you look at how polling changed over the course of the past few months. So how might today's trade discussions go?
Well, White House officials have made it pretty clear, Errol, that they are not going to be rolling out the red carpet for Mark Carney, that this is a working visit. President Trump's chief beef with Carney appears to be that his country sells more goods to the United States than the United States sells to Canada. And this is something that President Trump says he very much wants to change. That's why he has slapped 25% tariffs on so many Canadian goods. And that is something that they are likely to discuss in their meetings today. Carney has downplayed expectations that everything will somehow get fixed and buttoned up in one meeting here at the White House, especially given some of the comments from President Trump's own Commerce Secretary just yesterday when he slammed Canada for being a socialist country and said, come on, why are they making so many movies? Why are they making goods that we could be making here in the U.S., like auto parts? And so there is some bad blood going into this meeting, which is really surprising when you consider that Canada is one of our closest allies and biggest trading partners.
Yeah, indeed. And Nancy, the Trump administration announced it's freezing all new federal research grants to Harvard. What can you tell us about that?
Yes. An escalation of a simmering disagreement between the administration and Harvard. The Education Department released a really scathing statement, basically saying that Harvard would not be getting any more research dollars until it meets a series of administration demands. It argued that Harvard had abandoned all of its legal duties, had lost any semblance of academic rigor, which is a really astounding claim to make about one of the nation's top universities. Basically, this stems from the fact that Harvard has refused to make some changes that the administration wants, having to do with DEI, having to do with hiring. Harvard has argued that this is its academic independence that is at stake here, that it should not have to bend to what the administration wants to see from this university. But now an escalation from the administration basically saying that not only will Harvard lose its tax-exempt status, but it is going to lose all federal research dollars until it complies. As you can imagine, Errol, this is all likely to end up in court.
Wow. All right, Nancy, thanks for being across all of that for us. We appreciate it.